right, today I'm here with Mischelle Reynolds. And what branch of the military did you serve in?
In the Air Force.
Air Force. What years?
I went in 1987 and I retired in 2008.
So full career then?
Yeah, 20 years and 5 months.
Yeah, that's awesome. Was this something that like you know, as a kid, you're like, I'm going into the military, this is what I want to do, or is it just like a crime of opportunity?
Well, so Top Gun came out the year of 1986.
Surprisingly, I'm going to stop you right there for 1 second. I've always made a big deal. I've done this for 5 years now. Almost every other week for 5 years. I meet a lot of veterans, right?
Yeah.
And the thing that surprised me early on was that how everyone's story was so different all the time. It's like even if a guy had the same job, it's almost like his experience is completely different than the other guy's experience. But one common denominator started to appear recently, and you're not the first. I think you're probably the third or fourth person to say that word Top Gun.
Yeah.
That was like, you know what? That looks awesome.
Yeah. So Top Gun is Navy, obviously. And when I say that, a lot of times people are like, oh, yeah, Tom Cruise looks so good or Val Kilmer looks so good. And I'm like, no, I was looking at the dogfighting, and the jets. That was what I was attracted to.
Yeah.
And so, so it came out, I think it came out in 86, if I'm not mistaken. And I saw it about 50 times when it came out. And my mom actually had to. I was stoked. I was ready to go in. So my mom actually signed me up at 17.
Wow.
And I.
How'd your parents feel about it?
My dad was really happy about it because he's an Army veteran.
Okay.
My mom was really not so thrilled about it, but she didn't want me to stay in the little town that I grew up in. And so she went ahead and agreed to sign me up.
Yeah.
I think my recruiter had a lot to do with it too. He kind of talked my mom into doing it. So.
Yeah. Wow. So Top Gun.
Yes.
Did you ever get to dogfight?
No, I wasn't a pilot. No.
What'd you do while you were in the Air Force?
I had several jobs. Actually, my first job was an air traffic controller.
Okay.
And I did that for 3 years, and then I found a job where I could actually fly on the airplanes without being a pilot. And I delivered cargo basically for the rest of my career.
Oh, cool.
So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Did you just do kind of like the region thing? Because I've got a buddy that actually kind of does that. And it's basically he's out for a month in Europe, which covers Africa, and then back up, and then Asia, and then the Middle East, and then they just stay there and do runs.
No, we actually had specific places that we would go, but we would stop 3 or 4 times. Along the trip, and drop off cargo, and then we'd pick up cargo there, and then we'd go someplace else and drop off, and then pick up, and then drop off and pick up. But it was all over the world, so
you enjoyed it.
I loved it, every minute of it.
Yeah. Got to see a lot of different places, and
I've been in 132 different countries.
Wow! What's your favorite one?
Oh, well, the one of them that I didn't get to see a whole lot of was Ireland.
Okay.
We were just there on a presidential support mission, and so we were just there at the airport, but I wanted to stay there. I loved Germany, too. Germany was a favorite. Italy was a favorite. Alaska was a favorite. There were so many. Yeah. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. I mean, in going back to what you said about your parents, especially your mom, like, where'd you grow up?
Nixa.
Okay, so she wanted something big, and that you delivered. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Did you kind of move around a lot, or where were you stationed at mainly?
I was at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. Then I was at Travis Air Force Base in California. And then from Travis I went to Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho. And then from there I went to Kunsan, South Korea for a year, special duty assignment there. And then I went from there to Washington, D.C. for another special duty assignment. And then I went to Charleston Air Force Base in South Carolina, which is where I retired. Wow.
So you did. Not only did you see the world, but you saw the country as well, or at least the military bases that we have here.
Right. Plus all the training bases in between.
I'm sure. Wow. Well, that's incredible. It's interesting because like my best friend in the whole world, he signed up when we were 18. Didn't say anything to any of us. We had no idea. Unbelievable bass player. Just one day, just went to the Navy recruiter's office, and we were like, where did he go? And he's like, I signed up. We're like, what?
Oh,
you
wow.
what? And then he went to Japan for 6 years. That's where he went first. And he'll probably do, I would say, 24, 25 when everything's said and done.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's the one flying right now. It's kind of like, but he's in the Navy. And, you know, he started on a boat and radar stuff, and then I want to fly, and did a stint at in San Diego where he taught Black Hawk helicopter pilots, and it's pretty cool because if you go up the freeway, there's those pads between like San Diego and LA. You'll just be driving down the freeway and there's giant like cement pads on the right by the ocean. And they're like, what the hell are those for? Those Blackhawks will come in from the ocean, like do maneuver landing, and they go out.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool.
But
anyway, he's kind of a family man, so he's looking for something a little bit more stable. So that's why he's going to do that until he's out. But it's just unbelievable to me that we're the same age, and he's can retire and just make good with what he's got. And I'm like, I'm probably never going to be able to retire. But anyway, that's awesome. What'd you end up doing after you got out?
I got out basically and went to college and got my bachelor's degree in paralegal studies.
Okay. Where'd you go to school at?
Maryville University in St. Louis.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. So, you a Cardinals fan, or?
Yes.
Yeah, 17, baby. Can you believe
That's
that?
right. I know,
Can
it's
you believe
crazy.
it? It's
so
2011 all
exciting.
over again. And the thing is, it just blows my mind, that team, how they can just make you just so cold, and then all of a sudden
I know,
flip
right?
it on. And then everyone is just, oh my God, I forgot how big of a Cardinals fan I was,
Yeah, definitely go Cards.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Mischelle, thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for coming to lunch with me today. I really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure.